Cooking, gonna make us some food now. Cooking.
G'day guys, it's cooking time again. There's no doubt about it. So, what am I going to do for you guys? Well, as always, I do something that's really easy and convenient. But you want to have a little bit of a twist so that you look like the camp boss when you're out camping next time. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook something in the camp oven and I'm going to cook a damper. Everyone loves a damper, but there are so many ways you can do a damper. And this one is going to be called the French onion, and I'm just really going to think about it because I've got to think what's in it. French onion with bacon surprise. How's that? What's the surprise? Well, you're going to find out. All right, let's get cracking. So, when you make a damper, you got to have self-raising flour. Whatever you do, don't use plain flour. It turns out like rocks. So you need the self-raising flour. How much we put in? Well, about, that much. That'll do. And I'm going to crack 2 eggs in. So let's crack those suckers in. Give that a quick little mix. Now, while I've got that little mix going on there, we can stick in what's called the other ingredients. Now, the other ingredients are French onion. So I've actually got some French onion soup, and that's going to be my flavour for the old French onion. So you just whack that in. So while we're at it, we're going to stick in some bacon. Now, this is just that pre-chopped stuff, which isn't too bad, but if you've got some fresh bacon, don't be afraid to chuck it in. And then, of course, you need some spring onions. I've got some spring onions there, so I'll just sprinkle those in. Now, I won't put all of them in, I'll just put about half of what I got, because what I'll do is, I'll sprinkle them over the top of what we got going on later. So, here we go. So I'm gonna mix that up. Now, that's gonna be quite a dry little mixture at the moment, because I only put just 2 eggs in it. All right, now I'm gonna grab my milk. So I'm gonna grab the milk out of the fridge. Oh, there we go. Probably about that much. Remember, you just need to sort of put it in and sort of test how it goes. If you need to add more flour, okay? And my dampers are so easy. I love making dampers. They're just simple and effective, but they are a tasty dish. So I reckon that, yeah, that's the go there. I reckon we're good. So I'll get the butter out. Bit of paper towel here, and I'll give that a quick wipe. Nice and soft for me, so it's not gonna be easy. That's it, easy as. There she is. I'm going to put some flour on my hands, like that. Give that a bit of a sprinkle, and I want to try and get this damper in there without too much fuss, because it is a greasy little sucker. There we go. Doesn't look like much now, but it will. It will expand, don't you worry. So, with that little sucker there now, pop him in there like that. There we go. It's now ready to whack on the fire, which I've got some coals, and I've had them over there for a while now, so we've got some nice hot coals. So we'll stick that sucker in there, and away we go. All right, a few on the bottom, and of course, don't forget, some coals on top. All right, there we go. So just keep checking it. I'm going to check it after 15 minutes, but it'd probably only need about 35 minutes. It's a pretty hot day today, so it won't take long. All right, guys. Now, while that little damper there is cooking in the camp oven, what I'm going to do is I've got to make up the surprise. All right, let's get that cracking. Small bowl. All I need is some sour cream, cheese, sour cream, cheese. Oh yeah, and don't forget the spinach. So here we go. So I'll need a little bit of sour cream. Remembering on the size of the damper will depend on how much you use. So I'm just going to use probably, let's go with that much to start with, all right? So we'll just sprinkle a little bit of that in there like that. So about that much there. Now these are just chunks of spinach, frozen spinach, which I've had sitting in the fridge for a little bit so that it's, now I can use it. I'll see what I can find in here. Oh yeah, here it is. It won't look too appetizing. It looks like grass. Now I'm going to get a little bit of that moisture out of there. So just a quick squeeze, there you go. Chuck that in there, like that. Gotta love cooking in the bush, don't you? Imagine doing that on your mum's floor. She'd be up you for the rent. So there we go. Give that a mix up. Oh, look at that. That's just delicious. So that's like our little sort of surprise mix that we're going to chuck in the damper. Oh yeah, look at that. If you don't want to eat that, you're not hungry. All right, mate. Damper's going to be ready very shortly. When we get her out, we'll hook her up and we'll stick that in the middle. Nearly ready. All right, here we are. Oh, look at that. That's perfection right there. Perfect. Nice and crusty on top. This is where I stick in the surprise. So I'm going to do a big cut up in here like this. I'll pop that lid. Oh, look at that. And then I'm going to pour this in the top. In she goes. That'll do it. How good's that? Then I get rid of this. See, I don't want that bit. All I want is this bit. Whoa, that's hot. That bit there like that. Now you can eat that bit. Dip that in the cheese if you want. But we'll get a little bit clever and we'll do a quick sprinkle. Here we go. Watch this. Sprinkle like that. Some shallots on top. Check that out. There we go. Look at that. Now that's the perfect looking cob loaf damper. Is that what you want to call it? The cob? The cob of damper? I don't know. I'm just going to eat it. The easiest way to eat these things, I reckon, is to break the tops off. So you grab this little bit here, it's like a little dipping spoon, and you hook in, and you go. Damn. Damn, that is good. Oh, that is great. Oh. It's got to be one of my better dampers. I hope you like that recipe because there's many more in my new bush cookbook about that much.